Okay, so welcome back to my set series. Today, we will be learning how to convert rational numbers. So the first thing that we need to learn is how to convert decimals to fractions. Okay, ito yung pinakamadali. Kasi, for example, you have a decimal, kunyari 0.12. Okay? Yung number na to, kukunin lang natin yan as the numerator. Okay? Then kukunin natin kung ilang digits yung nandoon sa after the decimal point. Okay, so for example, ito 12, meron kang 2 decimal places. So you have here 2 zeros, no? So 100. So technically, a decimal fraction is a fraction whose denominator can be expressed as a power of 10. Okay? So kunyari, again, another example, 1.473. Yung whole number dito, kukunin lang natin siya as a whole number. Okay, so 1. And then, again, yung number dito, magiging numerator. So, 473. Over, ilang digits yung meron dito? So, you have 1, 2, 3 digits. So, you have 1,000. No? Okay? So, kung pabaliktad naman, so you have fractions to decimal. Ito naman, instead of doing this, you need to divide, okay? So, divide the numerator by the denominator. Okay? So, for example, 3/5, okay? So, now, i-divide mo yung 3 divided by 5. So, 3 does not divide 5, so D0. Tapos, add ka ngayon ng decimal point. Then, add ka rin ng 0. So now, 30 divided by 5, sipin mo lang siya as 30, ito ay 6, tama? So 6 times 5 is 30, then 0 na. Okay, so now, alam mo na ngayon na 3/5 is equal to 0.6. Okay? Another example is, kunyari, 2 over 9. No? So you divide 2 divided by 9. So 2 does not divide 9, so that's 0. Then again, add ka ng decimal point. Add ka ng decimal point. Add ka ng 0. So 20 divided by 9 is 2. Okay, so 2 times 9 is 18. You get 20 minus 18, you have 20 again. You have 2. Then add ka ulit ng 0. Then you have 2 here. And then bring down 0. So 20 divided by 9 is again 2. And then 18 ulit. Then 22 ulit. Tapos bring down 0. Then add 0. And then bring down 0. So kung mapapansin mo, it's always 2018, 2018, 2018, no? So we represent this as a bar, okay? So 0.2 bar. So meaning na itong bar is umuulit, okay? Umuulit yung 2 infinitely. Okay? So this is what we call again a non-terminating decimal. Okay? So ganun lang. So try converting 0.318 into a fraction. And then also try 13.56 into a fraction. Then also try changing 2 and 2/3 into a decimal. And 13 over 4 also to a decimal. Okay? So, ngayon naman, if you are curious, how do we change, okay, change a repeating decimal into a fraction? Okay, so pabaliktad naman. Paano yung repeating decimal into fraction? So, first is we represent each repeating digit, okay, digit into a 9. Into a 9. And then yung non-repeating, magiging 0. Okay? And then, yung numerator, okay, take note of this, yung numerator will be the difference between the number formed by the decimal digits and the number formed by the non-repeating digits. Repeating digits. So medyo mahaba yung definition, no? So medyo mahaba yung steps, no? Pero I think mas maintindihan nyo better with an example. Okay? So again, kunyari, paano natin convert yung 0.5 bar into a fraction? So sabi rito, each digit daw na repeating magiging denominator niya ay 9. Okay? So 9. And then, yung numerator daw ay yung difference between the whole decimal minus the repeating decimal. So, yung whole decimal natin dito is 5 minus ilan ba yung non-repeating dito? Wala. So, that is 0. So, you have 0.5 bar to be equal to 5 over 9. Paano naman kung isa lang yung repeating? No? So, kunyari, we have 0.2555 dot, 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 dot. Okay? So, this is equal to 0.25 then bar. Dun sa 5 lang. Okay? So, again, sabi sa atin, each decimal daw na repeating will be 9. And then yung each non-repeating will be 0. So 9 dito, then 0. And then yung numerator daw will be the difference between the whole decimal minus the non-repeating digit. So that is 25 minus yung non-repeating dito ay 2. So you have 23 over 90. Okay? So step up pa natin. So kunyari 0.125 bar. Okay? So again, each repeating will be 9. So 9. Then yung non-repeating ay 0. So 0, 0. And then, yung numerator will be the difference between the decimal and then yung non-repeating. So that is 125 minus 12. So that is equal to 113 over 900. Okay? So ganun lang. So next is how do we convert? Okay? Convert decimals into percent. Okay, so ito madali lang to. So you just move, okay? Just move the decimal point by 2 places, okay? 2 places to the right. So for example, 0.143, gagawin nating percent, move mo lang yung decimal point to 2 places to the right. So 1, 2, so that will be 14.3. Then lagyan mo lang ng percent sign. Okay, ganoon lang. So kunyari, yung repeating decimal ulit, 0.25 bar. Move mo lang ng 2 decimal places, no? So this is 1, 2. So you have 25.5, then don't forget the bar, then lagyan mo ng percent sign. So ganun lang. And then as you can see, pagka yung convert naman natin, so pag mag-convert naman tayo ng percent to decimal, pabaliktad lang. Okay, so kunyari, meron kang 51.2%. Pagka gagawin yung decimal, usog mo lang ng dalawa. So 1, 2 to the left. So 0.512. And then, kunyari, 1.7%. Usog mo lang uli ng dalawa. So 1, 2. Kaso, wala nang mausugan dito. Tama? So you put a 0. Okay, so you have 0.017. So ganun lang. Next is, kinonvert pa lang natin yung decimals into percent. So, paano naman yung conversion ng fraction to percent? Percent. So, eto, simple lang din. Multiply the fraction by 100%. Okay? So, kunyari, you have 9 over 4. Multiply mo lang by 100%. Okay? So, this is equal to 900%. Okay? So, 900% all over 4. So 900 divided by 4 is 225%. Okay, gano'n lang. Paano naman kung mixed number? So kunyari, 4 and 1/3. Convert mo muna to improper. So 4 times 3 plus 1, that is 13 over 3. Then multiply mo ulit by 100%. Okay, so you get 1,300% all over 3. Then, hindi na natin to simplify since hindi naman divisible yung 1,300 by 3. Okay? So, take note lang na multiplying by 100%, okay? Multiplying by 100% does not change anything, no? So, does not change the value of the fraction since 100% is actually equal to 1. Okay? Then last is how do we convert percent to fraction? So ito, ang magandang gawin dito is just convert mo muna yung percent to decimal. And then, convert mo yung decimal into fraction. Okay? So, 2 steps. So, for example, you have 16%. Convert mo muna yung percent to decimal. So, usog mo lang ng dalawang decimal point. So, 1, 2. So, this is 0.16. And then, using yung unang natutunan natin, 16 over 100 lang to. And then, we just simplify this to be equal to 4 over 25. Okay, so that ends our lecture for today. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments down below. And I hope to see you again next time.